Now, Christy insists that she's taking Quincy back next month, but Courtney says her nephew has told her heartbreaking stories about what happened in her mother's care, leaving her even more worried than ever about his well-being.
When Christy went to jail, I took care of Quincy. I had no idea that I would have him for almost 3 years. Quincy loved living with our family. About 2 months after Quincy came to live with us, he started calling me Mom. He started opening up to me about his life with Christy. He told me a lot about the abuse and the violence that he saw. Quincy would say, "Dad's so nice, he never hits you," referring to my husband. Quincy would talk about Christy's pimp and how he would kick him and say he gives him away. Quincy would say that Christy and her pimp would fight and hold knives to each other. He remembered his mom going into the bedroom with men. He would hear sounds and he would mimic them. It was devastating. Here is this little 4-year-old telling you all of these things. It made me sick. As months turned into years, we thought that we would have Quincy forever, and we were great with that. When Christy got out of jail, she lasted 4 days with Quincy until she decided to run off with some loser guy again. When Christy left, it was like she was going to the store. Quincy just stood there at our doorway, and tears just rolled down his face. It infuriates me, the mental games that she plays with him. I don't think that she would ever mean to hurt or kill Quincy, but sometimes I think that she could. I fear for his life.
Well, as I've said before, I don't care how flat you make a pancake, it's got 2 sides. And Christy says her sister is nothing but a liar, and no one will keep her from her son.
My sister Courtney tried to take custody of my son Quincy. When I got out from being incarcerated, I got a job right away. I started putting my life back together for my son to get him back. When my sister Courtney found out that I wanted Quincy back, she wouldn't answer the phone calls, made excuses, and they did move to a new address. They wouldn't give me the address. Whenever I said I was going to come get him, they always were out of town. I was getting scared of losing him. She has a lot more money, and she played that like, we'll spend whatever we have to do to keep him, and it was hard. I flew down to Arizona to get my son, and she agreed that we would meet at the hotel that I was staying at. I walked to the car, there was no child in the car. The man just pops out of nowhere with papers saying that she had temporary custody of him. My sister had a look on her face that she had won, just evil. She got in her car and drove off. When Courtney wants to do something, she will get the job done. In order for her to gain the temporary custody, Courtney lied in the report. She said that I abandoned Quincy. She said that I was physically abusive to him. Quincy would just ask me a lot of questions of why Courtney did certain things. I had bought Quincy some new clothes and shoes that he was excited about. She made him take them off, and I asked her why, and she just looked at me and laughed and said, "Because I'm his mother," and I said so. I had discovered some scarring on his arms and the back of his neck. Quincy told me that he had gotten those from Courtney, grabbing him aggressively. My sister Courtney has told me countless times that I'm a horrible mother. I have made mistakes. I've completely turned my life around, and Courtney just won't let it go. I am going to pick up my son in May no matter what. I'm a great mother, and I absolutely deserve my son.
Tell me why we're here in your mind.
When I originally got the phone call from Courtney, let me make this clear. We do not speak. Basically, what I got out of me coming here would, I guess, restore our relationship. Quincy has never been brought up about this, so this is kind of new to me.
Let me be very clear of where I come down on this. I think it is good public policy. I think it is good family policy. I think it is good general policy for children to be with their biological parents.
Absolutely.
And I think if there is any way for that to happen, that is generally in the best interest of the child.